Hey there, I'm Scott. Welcome back to my home and my kitchen. Over the last month, I've had a lot of emails. One of them was for more Cajun, Louisiana style recipes, and I'm going to do just that today. If you look back on my videos, you'll see one for crawfish etouffee. Well, etouffees are a lot like gumbo, and there's different styles for different occasions. And today I'm going to show you a really great one for sweet and spicy chicken etouffee. Sweet and spicy is something that in Louisiana we have a lot of sugar cane and we have a lot of cayenne pepper, so this recipe goes great for that. So let's head into the kitchen and get started. Alright, so let's get started. What you're going to need for this are 4 chicken thighs, boneless and skinless. You can add 6 if you need to make it for a larger crowd. The sauce and the rest of the recipe will be exactly the same, but today I'm just going to use 4 chicken thighs. And for me, when I'm doing a recipe like this, the chicken thigh is the most flavorful part of the chicken, so that's what I try to use. So we have those in this bowl. We also have 3/4 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to combine all these in a large bowl, large enough for the marinade and for the chicken. So I have 4 teaspoons of salt. I have 3 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. That's going to be the sweet or the spicy part of this for sure. I have about a 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. And about a tablespoon or so, if you want more, add more chopped garlic. I probably have about a tablespoon and a half here. Okay, then just with a fork or a whisk, get all that incorporated. Just a few little turns around, and then we're going to drop in our chickens. We're going to marinate these for about an hour in the refrigerator if possible, for sure, just to keep it safe. And then we'll be back to finish up the recipe. Okay, so it's been just about an hour. The chicken has been sitting in the marinade, and I turned that around every 10 to 15 minutes or so to make sure it was completely getting incorporated. So what I'll do is I've taken out a large sheet pan. I'm just going to get the chicken out of the marinade and onto the pan. This is just going to make it simpler to clean up when you're all done with this. All right, 3 and 4. And then in this bowl here, I just have probably about a cup to a cup and a half worth of flour. Reserve this marinade. We're going to need that later on for the rest of the sauce, so just keep that in the bowl. But the flour, just enough. What we're going to do is sprinkle it over the outside here. And that's just going to give it a nice barrier when we saute it in the pan. And then turn it over so the other side can get coated. And when I have a large Dutch oven here, it's heating up over a medium-high heat. And to that, what we're going to need to do is add some vegetable oil or some peanut oil. I actually have peanut oil here. It'll heat to a nice high temperature without smoking. Okay, so to our Dutch oven, what I want to do is add probably 2 to 3 tablespoons. We just want to make sure the entire bottom of the pan is completely coated. And we're going to let that heat up, then we're going to add the chicken to it and brown it. Alright, so the oil is nicely heated up. We're just going to make sure it has a nice layer of the flour on it. And then in there, and I'm going to do probably 2 thighs at a time, just to make sure that the chicken browns nicely and doesn't start to poach or boil in there. So we're going to do 2. I'll brown this side, flip them over, and then we'll finish up the other 2 thighs. Alright, so both sides of the chicken got nicely browned. I'm just going to set these back on our sheet tray. All of this meat is going to end up getting cooked in the vegetable mixture that we'll do, so don't worry about putting it back onto the tray with the raw chicken juice. So the other 2 pieces are going to go right into our hot oil. And again, I'm just going to brown one side, probably 2 to 3 minutes. Don't scorch it. Turn it over and then brown the other side, then back out onto your sheet. I've taken all the chicken out of the Dutch oven, put it on a sheet tray, and it's waiting right back here. It's not cooked all the way through, but that's going to be just fine, because as I mentioned, all of that's going to get cooked with these vegetables that we're about to cook up. So what I have here are about 3 cups of just sliced Bermuda or sweet Mexican onions. So when I say sliced, just cut the onion in half, remove all the peel, and then just cut them across into little half-moon shapes. So I have 3 cups of that. I also have 1 cup of sliced or julienne yellow pepper and a cup of the sliced red pepper. I also have a cup of finely diced celery, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 2 cups of a great chicken stock. I also have all that reserved marinade that we had from before. So to our hot oil that we had that we browned the chicken in, I'm going to add all of the onions, and those will cook down nicely. We're also going to add our celery and our sliced peppers, the julienne peppers, red and yellow. So we're going to let all of this saute about, 5-10 minutes. Really, it's about getting everything nicely softened but not brown. So I'm just going to let this sit in this oil, turn it around on itself, and get that cooked through. The vegetables have been in there about 7 minutes or so, and they're not really browned or anything like that. They're just nicely limp, and that's absolutely what you're looking for. So to that, what I want to do is add that reserved marinade that we marinated the chicken in. Goes right in. Our brown sugar, the 1/4 cup of that, and then our 2 cups of the chicken stock goes in. What I'm going to do is turn the heat up, bring this to a rolling boil, and then we'll add the chicken back into it. Our vegetable mixture has just come to a rolling boil, so I'm going to add our chicken that we cooked just minutes ago right back to that. And you can kind of just nuzzle that down into those peppers and onions. That would be great. And what we're going to do is reduce our heat down to a simmer, put a lid on it, and let it go for about 45 minutes or until everything's cooked through. But I think at 45 minutes you'll be assured that all your chicken will be cooked. So we'll do that and we'll check back in 45 minutes. It's been just about 45 minutes. The chicken was in there simmering slowly. The last 20 minutes or so, I took the lid and just put it slightly askew, just to let some of that extra liquid evaporate. If you wanted a thicker sauce on this, when you make it, you'll see, you can just keep evaporating it. Take the chicken out if you need to and make that a thicker sauce if you want. But it is just delicious the way it is. So to taste this, I'm going to take just a little bit of the chicken. You have some white rice, and that's the best way to serve it. And you want to make sure you get some of those peppers and onions on top. The red and yellow really make this pretty and something that people want to eat. And we're going to give it a taste. You know what? It is a spicy dish, and if you don't like spicy, this is probably not the dish for you. But if you do, the combination of the sweet and spicy is fantastic. Make this, you guys. It is really, really good. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you want to email me a request for a recipe, please do. My email address is scottinoregon@comcast.net. I'll be happy to hear from you. Okay, have a good day. Bye.